radio features content not suitable for people under the age of 18. If your whitey tighties are easily bunched, this show is not for you. Welcome to the Rambolution. You have been warned.
Charlie's Cheeseburgers. It must be another every other Tuesday, guys, because we're live here in Ridley Park, Pennsylvania, home of the Raiders or whatever the hell it is. I don't know. I don't spend that much time out here. We're live on Delco Live. Are you all excited?
Yeah, buddy.
Yeah. Everyone is on their phone.
I've been better.
Me.
I'm sharing.
I'm sharing. Are you watching Delco Live?
We're all sharing.
We're so full of ourselves we have to watch ourselves.
Speaking of full, Al, I am full because...
Is that a fat joke?
It's going to be.
Oh, sweet.
If you would just let it pan out, damn it. I had the infamous Popeye's chicken sandwich today.
So you took the chicken sandwich challenge? Is that what they're calling it?
From Popeyes.
Yeah, from Popeyes. I literally thought it was a hoax and it wasn't real.
Did you go to... Which one did you go to?
The one near Camden. Someone picked it up for me.
Okay.
And, it is the best. It is.
Better than Arby's?
Yes.
Oh, yeah. Better.
I didn't really expect that to be like
Arby's is the best.
So it's better than Chick-fil-A?
And just so people know who we're talking to, because you can't see him really on the camera.
Oh, that's creepy.
Introduce yourself.
From GenSpeed, the owner, operator, mechanic.
The Muse.
Yeah, in Fallcroft.
His name is Joe.
Yeah, I was going to say, hey, his name is Joe.
I'm remaining anonymous.
Oh, anonymous.
But my name is also Joe Pinto.
I own this business I'm telling you all about, but I'm not going to give you my first name.
Correct.
Just to make your job a little harder when you're looking for it.
Yes.
I don't want them looking for me.
You want them
Just go in and get some service.
How many Popeyes are in Delco? I can only count 2.
Popeyes?
Sorry, 3. 69th
Aston.
Street. There's one in Aston?
Yeah.
One in Darby.
Yeah.
There's
It's
one in
been
Darby.
mobbed.
There is one in Darby. Fuck, there's 5.
And then Clifton Heights. No,
is that
Eddie Stone. There used
I
to
know
be.
E-Rock. That's the one I went to.
Where the Arby's in Clifton was the Popeyes back in the day.
Okay, so there's those and there's Broomall.
Yep.
I went to 3 of those.
By the way, I work right across from that.
I know.
That Popeyes.
And there was a line around the fucking block on Friday.
Well, I'm going to tell you right now, they are the slowest. It could be one person in the drive-thru or one person at the counter, and it takes just as long as if there's 70.
Are they worse than the Walmart employees at that Walmart?
I believe they're the ones who can't make the Walmart employee
Get the fuck
cut.
out of here, dude. I thought we just I don't know.
But I'm not going to say it too much because if they know I am, they may spit my food one day.
I'm just not going to go there. Then I've already had the
to
sandwich.
embrace all Delco businesses, right?
Yeah. Well,
I don't know if
Not
Popeyes
the
and
chains.
the Walmart count as a...
listen.
Small businesses only, not chains.
If Walmart hates me, I've done my job.
If
Okay,
Eddie Stone Walmart hates me, I want to celebrate that day every year.
They hate me.
Well, also, Ava's here, by the way.
I know, dude, we'll get to it.
You never introduced her. She's been
We'll
talking
get
so
to
quick.
it.
All right, you're stuck at this.
It's a mysterious person.
No, I'm great at it. It's the teaser.
We just
Al.
like
This
sexied
is
up
the
the show a little
foreplay
bit.
to the
Everybody
audience.
wonders.
Yeah. It's the tease?
Today we're talking about Delco businesses.
Yes. Right before Labor Day.
I didn't even put that together. Yeah, I mean,
I thought that's exactly why you did it.
Oh, that's perfect.
Were you high when you said that?
Probably.
It's fair enough. It's fair enough.
Yeah, so we're talking Delco businesses, and we all know Wawa's from Delco, right? We all know it opened in 1964, and now it's a Franklin Mint over there in Folsom, and they've expanded out, and they've betrayed us. Now they're the spokespeople for the Ravens, and they're down in Florida like everyone else for rehab.
So hold on, are they also the official hoagie of the Eagles too? Because I see that commercial.
No, I believe the Eagles can get a better hoagie.
But I thought I was watching one of the preseason games and it said Wawa, the official hoagie of the Philadelphia Eagles.
Ooh, we're not going to win the Super Bowl then.
I don't think everybody knows all those facts you just said either.
What, that it started in 1964 on Big Day Boulevard?
Yeah, I'm just saying. You
Oh.
can hold
I think
like
every single person knows that, especially if you go in Franklin Mint and see it on the wall.
Its opening day was
I didn't.
April 16th, and I only adopted a cat because the cat's birthday was April 16th. and its name was Hoagie, and I changed it to Mr. Socko because he has like socks.
All right.
Okay.
Yeah. So that's your fun fact. Wawa's birthday. If you want to see what the original building was, they haven't changed it. They just spray painted Franklin Mint on it, and they do whatever Franklin Mint does. I don't know.
It's a
Credit union?
Yeah,
Bank?
that's my credit union. Actually, it's the best bank I've ever had.
Really?
Yeah.
Credit unions are the shit.
Don't worry, they'll get rid of the real deli foods and ruin it.
They still sell sandwiches.
They don't use real money. It's like different paper
They
money.
bake their own money on premise.
Yes, on the premise.
We all know that Rosati's is from Delco. That's your guys. Isn't that like isn't that your version of the Lansdowne tree?
Oh, Rosati's in Clifton?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
You would defend that to the death.
To the death.
They started in Clifton. They are continue to
it's
thrive.
more Clifton than the Slinky.
I got mad that Philly Magazine wrote an article recently about how Philly they were and all that shit. They're like, Philly, born and raised. Like, shut the fuck up. That's not Philly.
All right, well, has everybody here had Rosati's water ice?
Yeah.
Yes.
If you ever played Little League, they still run the Little
Yeah,
Leagues.
totally.
And tell me it's not better than everything other water Rita's and any other water ice you've ever had.
Absolutely.
It's got like a creaminess to it.
I don't like Rita's at all.
I don't mind Rita's. I mean, it's okay, but I think Rosati's is just 10 times better.
Rita's is a fucking lie.
I stopped going to Rita's when they wouldn't do the things I asked them to do too much.
Oh, I stopped dealing with Rita for the same
Once
reason.
they stop sticking the thumb in there.
Yeah, that's what Uncle Spiggy said.
Yeah. The little known fact ones I put up in our post today. Did you know that Five Below started in Delaware County, PA?
Yes.
Okay, which is because we brought it up on the show before.
Yes.
A lot of
exactly.
people
That's the only reason I know.
This. We used to be on another show about Delco, and we had an in-depth episode about this shit. Yeah. Five Below started in Wayne. It was part of Zany Brainy, if you remember that.
I do remember that.
Oh, yeah, you were a spoiled kid if you remember that. We went there once. We got lost. I was poor. That's what that came from.
No, Zany Brady was a lie to me.
Because it was like Smart Toys?
Yeah, we're going to... when your parents tell you to go to Toy Story and you ended up at Zany Brady's...
With like a Thomas Edison fucking book?
Somebody was having a temper tantrum.
Yeah. Yeah, they had Playmobiles. I remember that instead of Lego, so...
Playmobil or Playmobil?
Yeah, like, it was spelled like the French way.
Yeah.
My happy if anyone doesn't know, I have a day job somehow, and they transferred me to work in Camden, New Jersey, the most beautiful shithole that God's asshole has ever tainted. Fuck that city.
I've enjoyed your posts.
Oh, I hate it. I had to stop doing videos of me driving around town because it got sad after a while. So they love pork roll in New Jersey.
Okay.
And the
Who
argument
doesn't
of
love pork roll
versus Scrapple started and all this shit. And I had to go dig up some Scrapple facts. Born and raised in Habbersett Farms, the ones who make the good Scrapple. Mm-hmm. Media.
Really?
Middletown Township or whatever.
That I
like
did
in
not
the woods
know.
outside.
I thought
Media.
that was like Amish Scrapple, like the Amish started that.
No, you could pretty much just take any parts of any dead animal from anywhere and put it together. But Media came up with it first.
Okay.
Middletown, sorry, I don't know what they want to be called out there.
Okay.
I'm not fancy enough. I was there for jury duty recently.
Yeah, that was amazing. Your jury duty journey,
Yeah.
as I called it.
I love that I was number 222 and they told everyone up to 225 had to report. And I swear to God, there was less than like 15 people there. Like that's the turnaround they have here. I only went because I don't want to bench.
Well, back in the day, it was like jury duty. If you didn't show up, like, oh, you're gonna get arrested or you're in big trouble.
It still says you get an automatic bench warrant.
Yeah, but it's bullshit because they don't do it.
Yeah,
they don't.
Yeah, they didn't do it for me.
I actually was selected for superior
I played
jury
the fifth.
duty for like
I'll be an all superior.
yeah. No, it was like a cold case they brought back, and somehow
Cold case.
they had like DNA now that they didn't have back in
You didn't
1980.
mail yourself Natterdays in a cold case?
Yeah, that's my story. I'm sticking to it.
Did you win?
No. Actually, I got lucky enough not to do it. Well, here's the bullshit that they did though. Like, they said, okay, well, they call like 150 people for it, give or take, whatever, and then they're like,
Yeah.
is there anybody who there's a reason you can't be here? Like, give a good reason. And they pass around tablets of paper. You had to write your name, your phone number, and why you couldn't. So as soon as they picked up all these tablets, they said, all right, now everybody stand up who wrote on the tablets. You can leave.
What was your
You
reason?
didn't. I didn't write on there because I didn't have a reason. I was trying to be like a good person here, and I'm sitting there like, wait a minute, there's no way you guys literally just collected the last tablet. There is no way
You went through all
through all these and said, fine, everybody has a reason. So they were just weeding it out. So Then they started picking numbers randomly to get to. They get like 23 people for this because I think it's instead of 12, it's like 18 jurors for supreme or superior jury duty, and then so many alternates.
Oh, the Supreme thing where it's an indictment thing where they have to put 12 to 18 out there?
Yeah, it's like 18. Supreme.
And you just decide if it's going to court.
I think of tacos every time somebody says the word Supreme, so that's why I get confused.
They didn't call them chalupas, Al.
I love the Supreme chalupas.
They should call it the chalupa court.
They call it Baja duty. I show up all the time. But my point is like, so they call these people up there, plus the alternates. And then they ask those same people, is there a reason that you can't be here? I'm like, did you not just ask the same question to the whole group? And, like, say 8 people raise their hand. They're like, okay, stand up. You can go now. Then they call 8 more people. And I'm sitting there going, this is ridiculous.
You should just said you remember the Black Panthers. That was what I was going to say.
Oh, yeah? You were going to try to use a race card?
I was going to say, like, I was part of, like, a fucking hate group, but, like, not a white one.
Oh, okay.
It's like, I'm part of MS-13. Chacho, like, something like that.
Sure, that would have worked.
Yeah.
Viva la raza.
Yeah. Alaya Cheetah Steel.
All right, well, that went there. So what's next?
I never got picked.
Never got picked?
Nah, never.
They probably took one look at you like, we are not taking this. This will not end well.
I pretty much.
Do you just tell me you're going to say guilty no matter what?
Yeah.
When they ask you a question, like, I'm always going to say guilty.
As soon as they said good morning, I was like, he's innocent. The cop's a liar.
Guilty.
The cop's a
guilty.
liar. He's innocent.
Cops hate people.
Yeah.
Just say something like that. You're out.
Delco lives matter and walk out.
Yeah, there you go.
I don't know. We're talking about businesses.
So, Ava's our first business representative.
Who are you?
Hi, I'm Ava.
Hi, Ava. Where are you from?
Well, I grew up in Aston. I live in media.
Why?
I love media because it's a little small town.
It's everyone's hometown.
Yeah,
Do you know that's their motto?
it is.
That's their thing. Did you? So
I
how
was
was?
technically born in media, so it works out.
Oh, do you know that they're home to Scrapple?
I learned that this week.
Yes. People are hating this
Yes. So
You're
happy.
full of facts. That's what I'm saying. You should offer like a Delco
history course.
Yeah,
I'm
like a
actually-
2-hour thing.
I'm writing a Delco history book,
oh,
but
well
it's
then.
partly fictional, but partly true.
Are you really? Because that would be funny.
It's like my next goal.
So,
That and the Christmas movie.
that's not going to happen.
The Christmas movie's
Well, the Christmas movie, we can make that happen. There's a porn studio we can film it at.
the one behind Coco's.
Yes.
Oh yeah.
Yes. We're good to go.
So Ava,
Coco's what?
Coco's
Primus.
Pizza.
Which
Right,
one?
oh.
not the good one down in Aston. I mean the greatest one. Whatever, they pay us, don't they?
Who?
Oh, they used to pay me.
Sorry, guys. He's having an acid flashback.
Yeah.
Somebody paid him for something.
A bunch of helicopters just start flying by my mind.
He's like, they paid me for it, and then starts crying slowly.
So why'd you leave Aston? Aston's a beautiful town.
I went to school in Westchester, and then
Did you go to Westchester?
I did.
Yes.
Is there any
Got
other?
it!
Is there any other schools in Westchester? College?
Westchester East.
Oh, okay.
Oh
I
yeah,
thought you meant
university.
college.
I meant yeah. And
What'd you go there for?
Wait. She's from Delco and she went to college. Is this like a unicorn?
Hell, I went to college.
Oh, yeah.
You went to town.
You went to Temple. That doesn't count.
Westchester doesn't count.
You're such a liberal.
Yeah, dude, I did not get along well. Dude, I
I was
thought
going to say, how did you last in Temple?
I thought I was a raging liberal until like the first class I took, and I was like, "Well, you guys are all fucking insane.
Yeah.
You guys are extreme with this shit."
Sorry, I cut you off.
No, it's fine.
It's going to happen all in
A lot.
It's all
tonight.
good.
So,
But yeah, I like that little small town, so I wanted to move back to Delco, and I picked media, and I've been there ever since.
what did you go to Westchester for?
Health science.
Does this play into your future career endeavors?
It does.
Or your current career
Yeah, so
endeavors.
for the past 10 years, I've been teaching mostly yoga, Pilates, some high-intensity stuff along the way, personal training.
What's the high intensity stuff?
That would be more like jumping around, like
winded
high...
He's winded by your
intensity, jumping
explanation.
around, using your knees more than low intensity. Yeah. So right now, it's my stuff's more geared towards
Isn't that what
low
they paid you
intensity.
for? Using your knees more?
I went to Bonner, trust me.
Oh, okay.
My knees are like the Tom Brady's of knees.
So yeah, more in yoga now, and yeah, mostly in Aston and Ridley.
Really?
Yeah.
So, is it your full-time gig?
No, I bartend too.
Okay. Okay. Where at?
Barnaby's
Oh,
and
she said
Slow
the B
Down
word.
in Aston.
You said the B word. We want to know everything about Barnaby's.
Well, I also bartended
Well,
Slow
why don't we
Down
talk
in
about her
Aston.
accent?
I know, slow down.
Why don't you
Yeah.
actually ask her about her business before you talk about somebody else's?
Right?
We'll get to it. So how'd you start it?
I started at a small gym in Brookhaven, Blast Fitness. So if there's any like listeners from that gym, there was this small little family that
They're sitting there doing the downward dog going, yeah, Blast Fitness.
basically, yeah, there'd be a little fan club.
The name like Blast, I'm imagining like a bunch of bros.
Um,
I'm in the zone, bro chacho.
no, it was
Okay.
like
Hulk Brogan.
it was like moms and younger women, and then there was like the bro
You
squad.
had me at mom.
Go
Number
on.
one.
But then there was like young or like older men too that would go in.
Go on.
You had Delco Jesus and older men.
Yeah.
You struck gold
It was
3
just
times
awesome.
during this.
If there's any callers later, I don't know if we're doing that, but like there would
I
be
hate
people
most of
from
our
that.
callers.
But you hate most of them.
I don't even wear earphones if you haven't noticed.
But yeah, I
He doesn't like
started
to be
there
touched.
and worked at a couple gyms, did a couple gigs, and
So you said 10 years ago,
yeah.
2009. So how did you approach this gym? Did you rent it out or?
Currently, yeah, I just approach spaces and I rent them out for the time I need them. And
So that was how you did the first one. Did you know about this gym beforehand?
the first one I worked for them, so I was the instructor for them.
How many people were in the first class?
It was, I want to say like 18, 20.
That's a lot.
Yeah, it was pretty overwhelming for my first one.
Stick with that number.
Yeah, like 5 to 20. My big class has 50.
50.
Yeah.
It's a lot.
50 people in a room
Yeah.
moving.
She's a good social media presence.
That's true.
Yeah, it's very good.
Yeah, we use the gym at Northland Middle School in Aston.
I don't know where that is. Is it near the roundabout?
No, it's near Rick Sheds.
Fucking A, I know exactly where that is. Yeah.
If you ever see him down, just say Rick Sheds.
Yeah.
Those
Good to
ladies
go.
came to my class last night, and they've been off, so I was thinking about you guys. I was
What,
like,
there's-
who's delivering the sheds? Who's in charge?
So wait a minute, how can there be a stop at the sheds? How does the rest of Delaware County work
don't
without
know.
Rick's
Without
sheds?
sheds.
I feel like it's like the heart of Delaware County. If you were to rip it out, the rest of it would fall apart.
Yeah.
Am I wrong to think like this?
Well, at least if you would rip down the shed, Al, it would all fall apart. Yeah.
Yeah.
Aston, the shed of Delco.
Wow.
It's not a bad thing.
It's not.
They have the sheds.
They have the sheds.
That should be their motto. We have the sheds. Have you ever been to Rick Sheds?
Yeah,
Have
several
you ever
times.
purchased a shed from there?
No.
Have you asked about living in a shed and they laughed at you and told you to leave the premises?
And then you tried to.
I
Ask-
have.
Asking for a friend.
And then you actually tried to steal the shed.
No, there used to be a bar next door that was real bad. There was a shooting, and then when I was 21, there was a bar and it was super cool there. Then it was bad news. Now it's like a kickboxing studio.
What bars were these? You can say the name if they're closed.
Harry Cats?
Harry Cats.
Sounds like the
That's a bar I want to go
think
to.
so.
Uncle Spiggy's is going, damn it, what a great name.
And then I can't think of the one it was when I was 21. But it's something Irish.
Oh,
It would have
Makes
been
sense.
Was it CR
literally.
Shenanigans?
What?
Was it CR Shenanigans?
No.
Oh, okay, that was an Irish name from down there.
oh, shenanigans.
But
And they had a shooting.
that's like my closest thing to Rick Sheds. Yeah.
Were the sheds okay?
Yeah, they were fine.
The sheds did survive.
Maybe they like were hiding in the sheds.
That's what I was thinking. That's literally, that would be a great commercial. Rick's was there when you're in your time of need.
Yes.
So you still teach yoga, high intensity, Pilates.
I teach it all basically. If you want to get people together, I'll instruct you and get
All
you
of
All this
healthy.
crew doing some yoga.
Yeah,
I think we
been
should.
trying to
I
get
did
you
yoga
guys.
in rehab.
I think we could do this.
Yeah, me too. I didn't go for any muscles though.
But earlier tonight, I taught a Pilates class.
Really?
Yeah,
And I don't know. And you're like not winded and crying on the floor like I usually am.
I don't do it. I just instruct.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
So you're saying there's a chance for me to be a yoga instructor? I don't have to do it. I can just tell people what
You're
to
a
do.
poor model.
Yeah, basically, but
I'm like a dentist with jacked up teeth. You know, it's just not. You're
Doesn't make sense.
They all have jacked up teeth. Every
Who?
dentist.
Do they?
Yeah.
I never
Have
noticed.
you
I
ever
haven't been to
it
noticed?
does
dentist.
work out that way.
They always have disgusting breath and jacked up teeth.
So your first wave of people, you basically were part of the company, and it was based out of Delco, mostly Delco people, I assume, right?
Yeah, because it started in Brookhaven, and then I did a couple classes in media at the community center, and then I just kind of built my own crew and I wanted to be my own boss, so I just found spaces and rented them out and charged people money to come and
Are there yoga
figured it out along the way.
Are there yoga contests?
There is for some of the, like I know there is for Bikram, but it's kind of like frowned upon in a way.
Because you shouldn't be competing against each other in something that you're supposed to be like mentally sound.
Yeah.
Wait, how do you think yoga
Do you think
contest?
your crew could win though against another crew?
It's not necessarily like I have a crew. It's like the people
yoga
are
gangs.
interchanged.
I follow this
If I got like my girls that like I've worked with for a while, if that's what you mean by my crew, yeah.
You could take on like, let's say, hypothetically the best yoga group in Chester County.
Sure.
I think everyone knows where this is going.
Yeah.
I don't know who they are, but yeah, I mean,
Well, the answer is it doesn't matter. They're nobodies.
it's not like, it's not like I'm not gonna.
So wait, how do
be
you
up
have
to the
yoga,
level.
How do you have yoga competitions?
So one person would yoga into a ball, and the other two would roll them into the other
So-
one.
Oh my god, I saw that.
Yoga bowling?
Oh my
Yoga
God.
bowling.
I saw that on DuckTales one time.
That's that, right?
That's that one.
Yeah.
That's that one.
But yeah, the competition would be like you do a pose. So Bikram's all the pose oriented. You do a pose and it's judged based off of alignment and flexibility. But the way I instruct is more like you do what you want.
That's how Holbrook picks his girls, by the way.
Wow.
Oh no, they're selected already.
By their flexibility.
Yeah.
How many
I
can
don't
I?
even know how to answer.
How many
this.
can I fit into my trunk?
Yeah. Suck downgrading to a sedan. So,
Sorry.
I was like, I don't even know what to say to that.
yeah, Al, why don't you stop cutting her off and telling
I'm
people that I'm a
sorry.
serial killer?
Well, there we know.
God, why did Don hurt us at that?
Between that hair,
all know
between that
now.
hair and those pair of shoes you're wearing,
Oh my goodness.
you're pretty much screaming serial killer.
I think we should challenge Chester County to a yoga contest, but I'm on the team, so it's like you basically start with like down 10 points.
Yeah.
That's not very cool against yourself.
Somebody's
If
have
you've
to
ever
go
tried
twice.
it, you might be better
I've done
than you
it.
think.
I've done it.
And you think you fail horribly? You can't really fail horribly. You just do what you can do.
Well, all right. So you have different levels, correct?
Yeah, like I'm very good at teaching a class with all the levels. So if you're brand new and you're super inflexible, or you have a disability, or maybe a bad knee, I can give you modifications for that. And then if you've been coming for 10 years, then you could use the cues to make it more intense,
Okay.
to heat it up, to use more strength.
So
to
people could be at different
add an extra
paces.
Push up in.
So people can be at different paces during the class, and
Yeah,
and
you
people don't like feel weird or anything with that.
No, you could take a pause and take a couple breaths, take a sip of water while somebody does a flow and does a couple push-ups.
Matter day.
Yeah, nowadays, or is drinking frowned upon during
Well,
your session?
Yeah.
Isn't there beer yoga though?
Frowned upon or just illegal?
Not illegal.
Frowned upon and frowned upon for me.
Yeah. Unless you bring you a beer.
No.
Oh, okay. I thought that's why it was frowned.
Somebody
Bring me a
said your
kombucha.
Somebody said your shoes look like something you get after you unlock 20 headshots in Call of Duty.
That's actually the best description I've heard
That's
besides
awesome.
the people who kept calling me Jake the Snake the other day.
But the majority of my classes that are indoors, I make the lights off and usually have like cool lights and
What's a cool light?
like use Christmas lights or
I
put
thought it was
Something's like
lights
you're
on
on
the
a lot of
wall
heat, I
or
guess.
some type of like stargazer thing. So
Gotcha.
if you feel weird about taking a break, no one's really looking at you because it's dark.
And he has glow-in-the-dark
Nice.
zebra sheets and quilts in his bedroom, just so you
That
know.
is true.
Yeah.
You have a very strong social media presence, which is really good.
Thanks. I've been trying because I want people to come to my classes.
Yeah.
I'd like to do this more full time, so the more people come, the more money I make, then I can do that more, and then I can be better and produce more events. And
Do you have any plans to? We have a phone call. Why?
cool, who's it gonna be?
Hello,
You got
caller.
something
You're
to say?
live on Delco Live. What's
You
on
got
your
something to say that
mind?
makes sense?
What?
Talk or fuck off.
Oh.
Ah, these guys think they're hilarious.
Do you have plans to branch outside of Delco, or just stick in the 610 for now?
That's a good question.
But wait,
So-
there's more.
Over the I'm just ending my 3rd year in Ocean City, New Jersey.
Yeah.
So I started a beach yoga class on the beach, and I'm trying to expand my brand there.
Okay.
Did a good job over the last 3 years. There's been a handful of people, 10, 15 people, that come practice with me on the beach, and
Do they bring beer?
not that I'm
Okay,
aware
okay,
of.
all right.
Yeah,
What's
most
the
of these people are pretty health conscious and probably don't drink.
I'm health conscious too.
Quote Aunt
Or
Mary Pat.
I'm health unconscious.
I don't.
Very conscious
It's a new
about it.
hashtag.
Yeah.
To quote Aunt Mary Pat, we might not be here for a long time, but I'm here for a good time.
Yes.
What was the craziest physical transformation you've encountered so far?
Physical
Yeah,
transformation.
like if someone started that was like a total slob and then ended like Mr.
Oh, one of
Universe
my
kinda shit.
clients.
Yeah.
So I've worked with a family since pretty much day one.
Ooh.
I ended one of my summer classes last night, and they were in attendance, so they're one of the first things I think of. It's not necessarily that they've grown physically or like changed tremendously. They've aged 10 years and stayed healthy with yoga and with the other things that they do. The other thing that came to mind first off was at my first job, when you work with like really older people, you notice like the little things, so like stepping up and having balance. So I see that in my classes. There'll be like maybe somebody my age brings their mother who's 30 years older, and I may have balance, the mother won't, and you see over the 10 weeks like the mother gets a little bit more balance, or even the daughter might relax a little bit, or you see a bond. So there's tons of that. I don't know if I have like a hardcore example.
You ever
There isn't
watched-
weight loss or
Oh.
like, yeah.
That was kind of where it was going.
Sorry. There's no like, same thing with the competition.
So we're
There's
okay.
no like big thing. It's more like it becomes your lifestyle. You want to do it every day or a lot of times every week, because it feeds you. Like it feeds your soul. You get together with people, all the collective energy.
Yeah, do you actually get more energy from doing it?
I would say yes.
Okay.
It doesn't necessarily give you like let's jump around energy, but it like
You
gives
feel
you-
better afterwards. You really do. It is different.
First day people will tell me the next time I see them, that was the best sleep I ever had. So not necessarily like energy, but
Yeah,
like
yeah.
your energy is correct for like
The
what
chi
you want
is
to do.
there.
Yeah.
Somebody's checking in from California. They want to say hello.
Jackie?
It's JCB.
Maybe.
I don't know.
Are they calling?
No, they're just commenting, saying hello, Delco from all the way from California.
So yeah, there's a girl, Yoga John.
Yoga John.
I found her because of the word John, and she's from this area, or from East Coast maybe, but she lives in San Diego now.
Okay.
So
Which-
she's like my yoga buddy online.
Well, we were talking about that before when we were off air, because you think yoga, you think West Coast more often than you would think Delco. Let's be honest.
Yeah.
So I asked you the question, and I'll let you answer it here. Is like selling yoga to Delco, which probably I'm sure you get a lot of people go, yoga. The hell's that? Like you have that problem.
It's tough here in comparison to California, hands down. But
Is it because they have beaches?
I don't think it's necessarily beaches. I think it's just like
Yeah,
the
Essington's a beach.
maybe I should use that. Save some
Holy
gas money.
shit, I will do it. If you want to do a yoga class on Essington Beach, I will do it.
Well, yeah. When are
Well,
we doing
anyway,
that?
do we clear the?
They will think that you and me are beach whales. The news will show. They'll be like,
That's happened
"Two
one time,
belugas."
and it was very embarrassing.
We got to do it. Just flash yoga. I'll tell my people, get a little crew together.
I'd be careful in Essington or Tinicum or whatever to say flash anything, because you may get more than you bargained
What about
for.
flashbacks?
Yeah, well, acid flashback yoga.
We could
yeah,
all
yeah.
get on my boat and go to Tinicum Island and do it in the middle of
All
the river.
about it.
Done.
I'm down.
Done. When are we doing this? You gotta set this up.
Tomorrow?
Done. I'm not going to work anyway.
I'm sore.
I'm good.
I'm sore from Friday.
By the way, I'm sick. Not
I
making
think
it
it's
there.
supposed to rain at the beach tomorrow, so I don't think I teach.
Oh.
Fortunately.
That's
But
good,
fortunately
Candy.
for this idea.
Well, can't you do yoga in the rain?
Yeah, but
I think that would actually be pretty cool. Rain makes things better.
if nobody shows up, and usually there's thunder, then we can't. Police come.
God brings the thunder, I bring the lightning. I don't even know that.
I don't know where you're
I
going
don't
with
even
that.
know
I'm gonna let that one
hands.
slide.
Yeah,
Let that
trying
slide.
yoga. So when's that? How many times a week should people do
Little
yoga?
tiny smiling yoga. Somebody said.
Yeah.
My quick answer would just be whenever you can. Daily is fine.
That is the most dangerous thing someone can tell me.
Like
Yeah,
if
brush
you
your teeth whenever you can.
well, if you like it, then you start to. If you see the benefits, then you're going to do it. So you'll see the benefits of brushing your teeth, so you'll do it. When you see the benefits of yoga, you'll want to do it.
My work gave me benefits, and I became a much worse employee because I didn't care anymore.
So do a lot of people like they add
You're
that
just
as
gonna
part?
always be the devil's advocate.
I am the worst fucking person.
So like more people like who go to the gym and do other things like they add yoga on top of it, or do some people just do yoga by itself? or-
There's tons of routes. Like you could do intense strength training and do mellow yoga. You could do hot, intense yoga and then complement it with restorative yoga.
So there's just so many different types of
Yeah,
yoga.
like there's
that I've
tons of
gathered.
yoga that you could pick from, and then there's tons of other fitness, and you can put it together, add it when you want. If there's some season that you're like, oh, I'm hardcore into yoga all the time, do it.
Have
Next
you-
season you might want to do CrossFit or
No.
whatever.
It's a C word around here.
I don't
Yeah.
like it either.
Never CrossFit.
Have you thought about
That was just the extreme of
It-
yoga.
it was
It's
funny
like
'cause-
yoga and then kill yourself and destroy your body.
Well, it's just my thing is like growing up, playing like football and grade school and high school and stuff. Like all the stuff that they taught you in the weight room not to do, CrossFit has become.
yeah, that's why I use it.
Yeah,
as
jerk
the
your body
extreme.
really fast.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
like, take that bag of hammers and just throw them at each other.
Well, if you understand what
Don't
CrossFit
use your legs.
is,
Yeah.
yeah, if you understand what CrossFit is, yoga is the correct way of doing everything.
You know we
That's-
pissed off some CrossFitters already. Like
well.
we're gonna get a lot of hate
Sorry.
mail on this one.
You're gonna type
well.
3
We
words
could all
and then
work
write the
together.
ending.
Yes.
But yeah, you
Have
could.
have you thought about running a class that is literally called the Most Delco Yoga class, and you rename all
Yoga?
of the poses
Poses?
to be Delco related?
No, I haven't. That's
Get
a good
into the
idea.
chart.
Like
Charlie's
instead of like
Hammer.
downward dog, it's like the Barnaby's dumpster, or like shit like that.
Yes.
Yes.
Or like, all right, spread your legs. It's the luchar couch dance, something like that. Like,
I'll send you all the poses. You name them.
yeah.
Yes.
We call this the arching Marcus Hook.
And then,
And
and then we
then-
do this on his boat in Little Tinicum.
Yeah.
Perfect.
This sounds great.
This is perfect.
Crouching tiger.
Yo,
hidden
this is
media.
patent pending, by the way, so nobody can take this idea. It's
Name
only the
three-
people at this table.
Name 3
Yeah.
poses. I only knew like 4 of them when I did.
Name 3 poses. Pigeon pose.
The pigeon pose.
What do you call a girl when she's a pigeon?
The Delcro.
The Delcro. There you go.
Delcro.
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 Yeah.
The downward
Delcro.
Delcro.
Yeah, the downward Delcro.
Everything's gonna be downward.
Warrior 2.
Warrior 2.
Yeah, that's usually like that's the one with your arms out. Everybody likes that one.
So you're basically like
You're in like a lunge with your arms out.
the bypass. The blue route. Called the blue route.
The blue route.
Yeah. What's the
It's not
hardest
bad.
one? The hardest pose you ever had to do?
Well, I did Bikram yoga. That's hot yoga for a while. That in general is tough. That's 104 in the room.
It's the hottest town around here.
There's a pose, Bird of Paradise, where it's one leg and you're like holding your leg
So
and
you
you're
call the
all,
Marcus Hook as the pirates.
Or the Captain
have one
Morgan.
leg.
It's the Captain Morgan.
yeah.
Yeah. The Admiral Nelson.
The Admiral Nelson.
Jim, can you? What would be the best one suited for a natter day?
Natter day. Natty Light was my beer of choice back in the day.
Oh,
Everybody's wasn't a beer because it's the only choice you had.
Yeah, when I was 13.
I have.
Well, hold on. Question.
I haven't
While you're
given
thinking
up on
about
things
that,
that were there for me.
is there like new yoga poses being made, or is it just pretty much an old like system and everything stays the same? And
Everybody's learning different things and going down different paths to get different education. So like it's all going to be different. So just my take and my experience would be that I don't know. I lost my train of thought.
Well, my question is, like, is there going to be a pose that you don't know or you never heard of because somebody else made it up?
No, not made it up, but
Okay.
like you could go from one pose and transition to another pose, and I could make up the transition, or
So the transitions get names too?
or use a different art form like Tai Chi or a different type of yoga, and use that to interchange from the different poses that are already kind of set.
Okay.
But then it's also not. So it's like, it would be like asking a bodybuilder, like, what are all the exercises? Like,
Okay.
you could list the main ones, but then there's all the ones off those, and then there's all the little ones
All
off of those.
spin-offs, I guess you would call them.
Yeah, and then like how to get in between all the ones. So if that
apparently-
makes sense for the comparison for other people.
Apparently on the chat we jumped the shark.
What is
I
that?
don't even know what that means. Delco Live has jumped the shark.
It means that we're out of ideas.
Are we?
Yeah. 1,000% out.
Okay.
We've run out of ideas at least 8 months
That's
ago.
what that means?
Yeah.
So no.
Almost every show you're going to see from Carolina.
Apparently John is upset with all the yoga talk.
John who?
Bogenschutz?
Uh-oh.
Sorry, John.
Sorry, John.
This is going back into Delco because we're going to
It doesn't have to be
And
about yoga per se.
Greg Casamonte is the one who said we jumped the shark.
We probably did.
Everybody that works out stretches.
I'd eat a shark.
That's
so, like,
a lie.
Well, you're supposed to. So
Well,
even if
I don't
like
work out.
you worked out in
Yeah, I was
middle
stretching.
school in some football thing, you definitely stretched, and it probably was from a yoga pose or something from East.
I think
So, like, when they
East.
told me to bend down and touch my toes, that's pretty much a yoga pose.
Yeah.
Okay.
Your priest told you that too?
Wow.
That's what I was like,
That
what
was
people's head.
That ain't over my head.
I think we should do the most Delco yoga thing. I'll help you
All
with
right.
it.
Yeah, you guys
Alright.
send that out to us, and we're gonna get that
We'll
together.
drop. We'll
and we're gonna on
record
his
a bunch at
boat.
once, and we'll drop one a day.
We're gonna go on Joe's boat, and this is
Go
gonna
on
happen.
Tentacum Island.
Yeah,
Perfect.
From beautiful Tentacum.
Yeah, we'll go. Do we do it live or we just record it?
Oh, we recorded.
Okay.
I have to
Chop
make
it up.
sure because it's archery season right now, so there's people on Tentacum Island hunting for
This
deer.
just got so much
Oh,
better.
So there's a potential of someone walking
Can we
out with a
hunt
dead
Delco
deer.
Jesus?
Yes, and
Yeah.
we call it the most Delco game.
Yes.
It's a dangerous game.
Yes.
Oh my god, yes.
I'll definitely run from people. I'm down.
So there's like a definite
I'll
chance
survive.
there's going to be people with crossbows.
Yes.
Yeah, like for real.
Sweet. This just got made yoga even better than it is.
Yes. Yeah, they said
Crossbow
we jumped the
yoga.
shark. We just added crossbows to yoga.
How
Yeah,
did
we-
cattle get over
Yeah,
here?
yeah, Greg.
Mimic
suck
Yeah.
archery.
Or I'm sorry, John and Greg, suck it. All right, well, thank you for coming by because we do have our next business owner
Oh
here.
yeah, totally. It's
and-
been fun. I've been watching, so it's been cool to be on.
all right, yeah, it was always she's always chiming in on the chat there.
We're
so-
gonna make you a Delco billionaire, which means you're gonna make like $300. But
Yeah.
still,
I'll take it.
Yeah.
Cool. Thanks for having me, guys.
Yeah.
All right, thank you.
Yeah.
All right, I'll
Appreciate
see
it.
you guys.
Yeah.
All right, Joe, thank you. You know you can't see guys. He's leaving too.
Bye.
Wait, tell us for like a hot second about your company.
Yoga second.
So my company's in Fallcroft. We do auto repair. I do a lot
Village or Old Fallcroft?
of. I'm right on Chester Pike, right next to Sereno's, and right across from the Fallcroft Diner,
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I know exactly where you're at.
behind the self-serve
I
car
know
wash.
exactly where you're at.
I do
Yeah.
a lot of like diesel repair, trucks, tow trucks, and then I do a lot of race cars, stuff like that.
Race cars.
Yeah. I do boats, jet skis.
So you do
fun. I do toys.
I was going to say you do outside the norm.
Yeah,
You're
I
not
do-
just like working on normal
Exactly.
Hondas or some shit like that.
I mean, I still do a little bit, but mainly we're doing like things that people want to pay for.
And did you start this company?
Yeah, the company's mine. I own it.
You were working obviously like at another.
I worked at
shop,
Rafferty Subaru in Newtown Square.
And then one day you saved up enough money.
Yep, and I was working there and then running my own thing in Folsom, and then I was basically getting fed up and was like, all right, I'm done. So did my own thing, got the spot in Fallcroft, and then
A Delco entrepreneur.
yeah.
What's the coolest thing you ever worked on?
Dude, I work on such crazy diesel trucks and 1,000 horsepower diesel trucks. We lift them. I'm right now.
Are you like Tim the Toolman Taylor of Delco?
So right now I'm building a school bus and converting it into an RV for Mizzy Coke and Lil Twin. They're rappers that just got a contract.
Were they like? Are they from Jersey or something?
Yeah, they're from
Like
Jersey.
YouTube stars or something? I think. Or
No, they're getting paid. They.
Oh no, I'm saying did they start like on YouTube or Instagram?
Yeah,
or
so
something?
probably
Yeah.
SoundCloud, whatever. But
Yeah.
they've been living at my shop for the last 3 days to get this tour bus 100% together. We gutted it. We're getting it title transfer to an RV, and we are literally building.
So you could do
an RV.
somewhat of what you consider like a custom fabrication.
Yeah, absolutely.
That is amazing. Can you send us pictures of it?
Yeah, yep.
That'd be awesome.
We have to.
You've already branched outside of Delaware County.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, absolutely.
Is it still like your mainstay down here, mostly Delco folks?
No, not really. I mean, it's all over. Like, I do have a lot of Delco people, local businesses, towing companies, and stuff like that. But a lot of Philly diesel people come to us, and
you have more of a niche market.
Yeah, I like that because people don't want to pay for their
niche.
regular cars to get fixed. They want to pay for their toys to get fixed.
Right.
People don't care about their toys; they'll spend whatever.
Yeah, right.
So they're not. Nobody wants to pay for brakes.
You've got a good business model.
That's pretty sweet.
Yeah,
Good for
it's pretty
you.
cool.
Dude, we appreciate you coming by and adding a
Thank
little
you.
extra
I'll
to
send
it.
you guys a picture of the bus.
Yeah, that would
Dude,
be amazing.
Absolutely.
Yeah, a little twin and Mizzy coat.
We'll
going on tour.
We'll post it up there, made in Delco.
All
Yeah.
right, sounds good, guys.
Dude, always a pleasure.
Thank you, Jeff.
Later.
So, Jesse, what's up? Thanks for coming, bud.
What's going on, guys?
So, tell us about yourself and your business that you do out of Delco, of course.
Is that a shamrock necklace?
Yes, sir.
Good for you. That's the most Delco thing I've ever seen.
Did you just come from Upper Darby, and Chester Pike and Upper Darby?
You do seem Upper Darby-ish.
No, I'm not. I'm actually not. I'm not from Delco.
Oh my God, get the fuck out.
I'm actually from Bucks County. So.
Why?
But he upgraded.
Wait, are you from
upgraded.
Croydon?
No,
Thank God.
Levittown actually, but
Close enough.
Yeah.
yeah. So my ex business is JTC Remodeling. My name's Jesse. I'm the owner.
Are those your initials?
Yeah, JTC. Yep.
Okay.
So we do all kinds of remodeling: kitchens, baths, basements, waterproofing.
So what brings you down? What brought you down to Delco in the first place?
Well, it was actually kind of funny. We started up in Bucks County. I had a partner, and not even 2 weeks into us starting a company, we started getting phone calls from Delaware County.
Oh yeah.
And so, before I knew it, 99% of my work was from Delaware County. So we would travel all the time from Bucks County to Delaware County. But my wife's from around here.
How'd you meet her? Like at the bar after remodeling something one day?
Nah, we met through mutual friends.
I've never had a friend set me up. Does that mean something?
Well, she didn't set me up.
I have tried.
Just met through her
And you keep going,
kept in
I'm
contact.
married and have kids, and that's a guy, Holbrook.
Yes. Yes. That happened. I'm just saying, I'm trying to think, like, nobody's like, oh, this guy's a great guy. I'm going to set you up with him.
Well, that's because you're.
I want to take a hint on that one. I'm going to take the hint loud and clear.
Yeah, how did this all happen? Now we actually need to know how did you get introduced to her?
We just met through a friend.
House party?
No, just hanging out with a friend. We met and
How old were you, folks?
I was 24, I think. Been together for about, I think, 8 years now. But yeah, she's from.
You're younger than me.
Yeah, I'm only 33.
33 next month.
I've
underachieved.
You have the most famous show in Delco.
Yeah, right.
How's that underachieving?
But yeah. So being that my wife was from down here and 99% of my business from here, so just packed my family up and we moved on down here and.
From
been here
Levittown
for-
down to what town in Delco?
Well, first we moved to Glen Olden.
That's fair.
We were living in Glen Olden for I think 2 years, and then I moved to Eddystone.
Yeah, he rocked.
He rocked.
Nice.
Best town, worst Walmart.
Which bar do you go to more often?
Say again?
Which bar do you go to in Eddystone?
Don's or Spades.
I'll be honest with you, I'm not a really big drinker. I mean,
Don't worry, we'll make it up for you.
Yeah.
the bar with you guys the other night was the
Tumble
first
In?
time.
Tumble In.
Yeah, was first time in probably over a year that
Oh,
I've
that's
been
right
to a
near
bar.
E-Rock now that I think
Yeah,
about it.
Yeah, that's
not
pretty
bad.
close for you guys.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it was a pretty cheap Uber ride.
Hell yeah. That, yeah. We were there after the golf tournament.
Yes,
Yes,
sir.
that's what he's talking about.
Yeah.
That I
That
think
was a
I
good time.
came in close to last in.
Oh, you didn't come to last. I mean,
Close to last. I was pretty
second
bad.
to last. I know.
was pretty
That's
bad.
why I just ran it, because I knew it would do bad.
You know what the gross thing is? I seriously sat there, like, at the end, I'm like, yeah, 52, that's probably great. And, like, you're second to last. People are shooting in the 30s.
Yeah, dude, I was very impressed how well some people did with that.
Yeah, I think I was like 48 or something like that.
Yeah. What was the final? What was the time
36.
one? 36.
That's
Yeah.
a 2 shots a hole.
Yeah. Well, I know the one guy. Both of them had a couple hole-in-ones apiece.
Yeah.
And I know I'm like sounding really impressed about a putt-putt hole-in-one, but
No.
to
I
me,
mean,
it's impressive.
really fucking
Yeah.
tough. I had no holes in
Yeah, some of them were pretty tough. But it was a good time though. I really appreciate you guys throwing that.
Yeah,
That was pretty awesome.
that was for I forget the connection.
It was my brother-in-law. He
Your
passed
brother.
away. Yeah.
Yeah.
Drunk driver.
That's a shit story. We brought that up on here, and that's why we're bringing up the Delco Masters.
Yeah.
I'm like, ooh, let's just do it for that.
Yeah.
And trust me, we will do other ones.
Oh, there'll be more.
The goal of that was to get keep the numbers low, get it great, so people see it, they're like, damn, that did look fun. And the next time,
And that was
do it.
and that was the beauty of it. It was for a good reason, a sad reason, but good
Right.
reason. But
It helped out a lot.
well, it's good to hear. But the thing is, everybody who was there, most people came to the tumble-in afterwards. I'd say 90% of them.
Second most fun night of my year.
Yeah, and people, and not even before the tumble-in, before the drinking and the bar part of it, people came up to me well, first, when we first got there, everybody's like, I haven't been to putt-putt since I was 16 or 17 or something like
Yeah,
that.
probably about the same for me.
Yeah, and I'm sitting there, and they're like, this was a blast. So yeah, we'll definitely do a bigger one next time.
Oh, 100%.
Yeah.
That was a fun, dude. That was that is a fun sober night.
Speaking of our boy Ben Franklin,
Not everybody
said
was
hello.
sober.
That is fucking true.
Yeah.
Yeah, and they were cool, because that
Yeah.
putt-putt, that owner, that guy was cool.
That
and
dude's the
everything.
man.
Yeah.
We had a good time.
We
He
had the
opened his
idea.
arms and gave us, the golf course to use for an hour and a half
Yeah.
without blinking an eye. That's
Yeah.
cool. So there's a local business to support the putt-putt. And
Oh
keep
my
it
god,
on.
absolutely the putt-putt over there.
Oh,
Yeah.
I had the idea, and then it sucks that that one stupid show on ABC showed up where Stefan Curry comes out and fucking golfs with you, and Rob Riggle's the announcer.
Yeah.
And I was like, what the fuck? We were just about to drop this as an idea. People were gonna think we ripped it off. We had that idea for a while, and then I was like, all right, yeah, let's get a day or whatever. And I went down to putt-putt, and I just was like, can I see the manager? And then I just started talking. I'm like, I have this idea, and it's like, yeah, and everyone's gotta dress like they're really on the PGA Tour, and we'll fuck around with everything, and there's all these things. And I was expecting him to be get the fuck out. And he's just he just takes it and he goes, yeah, all right, let's fucking do this one day.
Yeah,
Which is terrible.
he didn't blink an eye.
Yeah, he's like, that's
That's why I
absolutely
really think
ridiculous.
Holbrook
Let's
should be a cult leader.
do it. I have a challenge. My friend said he can run a better cult than me.
Who?
The Crumb said he
No.
can out cult.
No one is following the Crumb anywhere.
I'm sorry. The Crumb is the ultimate cult follower.
I told him that he's been following my cult and he didn't even know.
Yeah, he is so in your cult, he doesn't even know he's in your cult.
Didn't my year begin with recruiting homeless people to form a cult?
No, that was a buffet.
Yeah, that's right.
The form of buffet. Yeah.
Yeah.
So JTC remodeling.
Yes, sir.
Most of your work is in Delaware County.
Yes, sir.
What is the coolest thing you have remodeled in Delaware County?
A restaurant.
Which one?
I forget the exact location. I'm still a little new, but it was we created a old frozen yogurt store into a 50s diner.
All right.
There's another kind of nifty 50s around here?
It was actually 50s Cafe. I forget the.
Oh, in Delco?
It was in Delco.
I'm gonna
Yeah.
look it up.
How long ago was this?
Only 3 years ago.
Okay,
Something
okay.
like that. My wife's on live. Hopefully, if she knows where that restaurant was,
Yeah.
maybe she could post it for you.
Because I can't think of what it would be.
It was in a shopping center.
It wasn't Jake's Wayback Burger, was it?
No.
Oh, I love that place.
But I remember there's a Home Depot across the street. I could be wrong. I don't know. It's been
Ridley?
no, definitely not Ridley. It's
Clifton? I'm trying, how many Home Depots we have in Clifton?
no, it wasn't. I might be wrong about the Home Depot.
Brimwell have one? Oh, yeah. But no, but there's nothing across the
There's
street
nothing
from
across
that.
the street.
It's a Wendy's.
Huh.
I'm going to think about that one.
Yeah.
Ruby's Diner? No. That's been there
Ruby's is up
forever.
there, right?
Yeah, that's up Route 1.
So, did they custom order all the 50 stuff and then you guys put it in?
No, we actually designed most of it ourselves.
Ooh, you do the designing too.
Yeah, I was I'm actually a little artsy myself. I'm not no artist or anything, but I'm very creative. And we did a lot of stuff with different tile and accent walls and stuff like that. It's actually on my website if you guys want to take.
Paula says she doesn't remember.
Drop the website link.
Sure, it's jtcremodeling.net.
All right. Who's got .net?
Chris Spadaro wants to
They
know.
didn't have .com, so.
Chris Spadaro wants to know if it was the Pizza Hut mosque.
Well, now, you mean the parking lot not mosque now?
Yeah.
They actually started doing some stuff over there. I've seen trucks actually working. All right, so there's a few there's businesses where you have good stories usually, and from what I understand from a lot of my contractor friends, some of the stuff you see can really blow your mind? Like,
Oh, yeah.
What's the weirdest thing you've seen
I did
that you can say on you're allowed to say?
I think the weirdest thing I seen was I was in working in Sharon Hill.
I already hate it.
Yeah, but it was a client of mine. I did a remodeling for all his property. He's a landlord, and they had a leak in their bathroom, which went through the ceiling. So we ended up having to gut the bathroom and everything like that. So when
Was it clogged with a weave?
No, we weren't dealing with no clogs or anything. We just ripped everything out and gutted it brand new. But when I ripped up the floor, the entire subfloor, I'm talking about, they were 2x8 rafters. Everything in it was solid concrete. Like they were just the whole floor was just encased in solid. All the water lines, everything was just encased in solid
On the
concrete.
ground floor?
No, it was the second floor.
The second floor?
Yeah.
Why?
I mean, I'm talking about maybe like 1,000 pounds of concrete in this floor.
Why?
I have no idea. No idea.
You weren't breaking it up. You weren't finding like body parts or
No,
anything.
no.
Yeah, so
No, but
That's what I was kinda thinking there.
I nicked the water lines, both of them. So, I mean, like when I say they were encased, they were encased. There was no way of getting around without ripping them out, redoing them, and the customer didn't really like that phone call. Say, hey, listen,
You
there's
got concrete in your
about
subfloor.
$1,500 worth of more work here, man. So,
That's ridiculous. Yeah, well,
Yeah.
I mean, no, now, has anybody ever had a weird request for you? Like, can you put a toilet in the middle of my living room type thing?
Yeah.
say that again.
You ever go to sex swing for a
No,
Christmas?
no, but that would be easy. I mean,
I was. when I
all
was
you need
looking
is a stud finder and a screw gun for that.
But no, actually, when I was looking to move originally, I looked at a couple different houses, and we were in this one house had a really big master bedroom, really high ceilings for the most part, and there was a ladder in the room in the hallway, just like kind of sitting there, and then there was these like random 3 or 4 hooks up in the ceiling, like in the bedroom.
Sex swing.
So my wife were like looking around. It's my girlfriend at the time, but my wife, she's like, she goes to the realtor. She goes, "What are the hooks for?" And I think the realtor knew, but she's just like, "Oh, I don't know. You're not really supposed to do it." But I open up the closet and there's the swing just sitting on the floor. I'm like, I think I figured it out.
Did you ask if the sex swing was included?
I did.
Yeah.
Well, at least the hooks are. I just got to buy the swing. So
Right.
the hard part's done. I just need to buy a good
Yeah,
swing.
there you go. You don't need a contractor.
Doesn't
now.
hold over 250 pounds.
I'm sure
I
they
just
got them
need
out
to know.
there.
Yeah.
I just need it. I'm asking for a friend.
So when you did the work on the diner or other places, people ever give you shit about about the place not going union?
No, never had an issue with that. I did have one guy working for me earlier in the business. He was a union mason, and I came in. I actually hired him just to do a job for me. He wasn't really working for me, and we were working at an apartment complex, and a couple union guys came up, but they were hassling him. They weren't hassling the job itself.
Yeah, they'd be hassling the person who.
They had to blow a rat.
They were bitching at him because he was being a scab on a union payroll, you know. So, but never got union busted.
No giant rats out front.
Nope. Unfortunately,
What's the grossest thing you've encountered while doing this?
I mean, when you're dealing with drains, you know, you
Did
got
you like break open a wall and a bunch of rats or cockroaches or something like come out?
no.
No like infestations or anything like that?
I mean, obviously termite. I have big termite issues where I was like, wow, I don't even know how this house is standing anymore.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've come in some pretty bad termite infested.
Have you ever turned a job down just out of pure no, this is not going to work out?
Yeah,
like
definitely, yeah.
or just something's not right.
Right. Yeah.
Like what can you tell us about it? Like,
All right. For instance, a couple months ago, a woman contacted me about remodeling her kitchen. I went in there, did the estimate, everything like that, and she was asking a lot of good questions at first, and I was like, oh, okay. And then she started getting really weird, like telling, like when she called me, she's like, can you tell me exactly step by step what the process is of this? And I was like, all right. So I gave her the basic layout of how the job would go and function. And she's like, well, she started asking all kind of, like, what kind of screw, like, really nitpicking on every single detail. I was like,
What town was it, Radnor?
no, it was in,
was it my mom? That just sounds like something my mom would do.
no,
Council?
where was that?
Was it a fancy town?
No, it was, Drexel Hill.
Nah, that's
They
pretty
can be like that.
Yeah.
And you know,
They could be like
it's
that.
crazy. You go into Drexel Hill and you see all these really nice houses, but
Yeah.
a lot of them are like inside. They're pretty messed up.
Well, they're old.
Yeah,
The lines
I
are
know they're
very
really old. Yeah, but I mean, they look like nice mansions outside, and then you go inside, like, wow.
Like they let this go to shit.
Yeah, like, you know, these kind of houses should be kept up well. You know, they're worth some money. You know.
Mm-hmm. So how?
And I just told that lady, I was like, listen, thank you for contacting us, but I'm very busy right now. I don't think I'd be able to squeeze you in. You know, I let it down gently.
The old corporate line. Or just give her like this, I'll be ready to do it in 6 months.
Yeah.
Deal.
So you want to branch outside of Delco, obviously.
Well, I do have some, I have some loyal customers out in Delaware County. Or not Delaware County, Delaware State.
Yeah.
But it's like right over the state line. I still get a lot of phone calls from Bucks County. So yeah,
I mean, Hurricane Jax.
Hurricane Jax. That sounds so familiar.
It's in by the town.
Oh yeah. I've been to Hurricane
It's in like a
Jax.
shopping
Oh
center.
man, it's shot out, man.
I love that.
You got like all like 80-year-olds that been going to that bar since they're like 5.
You know it.
Yeah.
Everyone.
And you walk in there like if like a young guy went in there, I think one time to grab some takeout, and I go in there and everybody's looking at me like, what the hell are you doing here?
Yeah.
Like, you're in the wrong place, boy. Like, yeah, they were very familiar, you know, very particular about who they let in their bar.
I've been to a couple of those bars.
Yeah.
I mean, if I'm walking in the door and your record scratching, something's not right. You know, it's just like, what are you doing here? Isn't this the knitting circle? I mean, like I'm here for a beer. Like, one time I was asked, I went into a bar, it's a local bar, I'm not going to use the name, but I literally walked in with a friend. We were in there to grab like
Use
a
the
12
name.
I'm not saying it. We
Trace the call.
We walk in like, to grab a couple 12-packs and go home, but maybe sit down and have a beer too while we wait, and we're just like, and everybody just like starts.
What town?
I guess that's Ridley where I was at. And we walk in, it's a little tiny place, little hole in the wall.
Rick's?
Nah.
Oh, I drove by on the way here.
I don't know which way you came.
McDaddy Boulevard.
McDaddy.
Yeah, so it's on the
Near the original Wawa.
Not too far.
I know what it is.
So I went in there and like it's just like, and like I come up and there was a female bartender, and then just some guy who I thought was just a person sitting there drinking, but I guess he owned the place. And the female goes, "What do you guys want?" And we said, "Well, whatever beer we wanted." And then the guy goes, "What are you doing here?" And I'm sitting there, I'm like,
giving you business.
I'm confused.
Giving you money?
Like I was literally like I ordered a beer literally 13 seconds before you asked me this question, and you're asking me what I'm doing here. Oh, I don't know.
Terrorist things.
Yeah, I mean, I don't like
Planning to take over the world.
Yeah, I'm like, do I look like I'm up to something? Like, I don't get why you're asking me. What am I? I'm at a bar. I ordered a beer. I think that's pretty self-explanatory where the rest goes. But yeah, he's just like, well, how long you? I'm like, are you writing a book? Because I own the place. I'm like, okay. Well, I can see why you don't have a lot of customers here,
Right?
Because you question everybody that walks in. When we drank our beer, and we looked at the bartender. I'm like, I'll take our 12-pack and we'll go. You know, like, I'm out of here. Like, this is ridiculous.
Man, I wouldn't even bought that 12. I'm like, you know what? You keep that.
Well, I didn't feel like
You
driving.
should have
Yeah, true,
dropped
true.
that you were going to do something ridiculous afterwards. Like,
I kind of
let's
thought.
go. This guy's prime. Let's just go break into the zoo like we were planning.
I kind of thought about it, but like I felt like he was sitting there like ready to like pull something out on me. It was either gonna be a gun or his dick, and either way I was gonna lose. So I didn't want to.
Either way, I was going to win.
So I was afraid, like, no.
Kill me or fuck me. I don't care.
Or both, whatever. But like, yeah, I'm just like, I've never had so many questions when I ordered a beer at a bar before. Like, I kind of figured that this is why I'm here. I never needed a reason. Put it that way.
Well, didn't they ask you less questions at the jury pool?
Yeah, right. Seriously, yeah, I feel like I had less questions there.
What if he just started acting like Robin Williams in Good Will Hunting and he just said, it's not your fault? You're like, what? And he just kept saying, it's not your fault.
No, I started crying.
Yeah! Don't do this to me, man!
I'll do that. I'm like, what are you playing, some mind games?
Yeah.
I'm an ugly crier. Nobody wants to see that.
No,
No.
not one bit.
No, it looks like my orgasm face with less tears. Feel bad for my wife.
I do too now.
So, alright, fine.
I get the sheets all wet, but it's just the tears.
Number one, in the Hallmark movie we're making, the Christmas movie. There has to be a sex scene where you have an O-face that's crying, and then like someone dies, and you have the exact same
It looks.
as the sex scene.
It looks like the Michael Jordan.
It's beautiful.
Yes.
But less, like more like me, more.
Literally, there has to be a sex scene and a death scene where you cry the exact same way.
Same way, but more tears during sex.
More tears during sex, not when crying.
Yes.
I swear I love this.
Sorry, honey. Give away all my trade bedroom secrets tonight.
She's probably just sitting there with like a glass of wine going, he is a fucking crier.
Little baby back bitch. And we're back. Sorry, I got us off track.
Hey, man, I'm having fun.
At least somebody is, right?
What's your favorite one? Wawa, Sheets, Royal Farms, Piggly Wiggly's, Turkey Hill.
Oh, Wawa.
Yeah, it's probably still that for me.
I don't think I've ever been to a Piggly Wiggly. I've heard of it.
I think the only thing I've been to was a Royal Farm, and that was like twice.
Sheets, Royal Farms, Wawa,
Turkey Hill's the
Cumberland
worst.
Farms, which was, it's pretty much.
Oh, one I got told by my brother to mention, we're forgetting Heritage?
Yeah, that's in Jersey. It looks like old
Okay.
Wawas that have been converted. Like, I thought it was just a one plate. It's called Heritage, by the way, if you don't say it right.
But it's literally, like, the word's heritage.
Alright,
I'm
so
not of Irish heritage.
my friend lives in Logan Township, right over the bridge in
Never
Jersey.
heard of it. Do I work there?
Swedesboro.
I never that.
Swedesboro. So I go over there, and there's a Super Wawa, and then about a half a block of street there's a Heritage, which is like an old looking, like the old school Wawas, like the one that's like on Oak Avenue looking like next to JT Brewski's.
Oh, yeah.
So it looks like that, but instead of saying Wawa on the top, it just says Heritage. But you go inside, you might as well think you're in a Wawa. So the one time I just drove past it and I said, "Screw it, I need cash. I'll just go here." So I get inside there. My phone rings. It's my buddy I'm going to see. We're getting ready to play poker. He goes, "Are you on your way?" I'm like, "Yeah, I just stopped at Heritage or whatever I said to pick up to get some money out of the machine here." And he's like, the lady at the counter's like, "It's Heritage." I'm like,
Okay.
"What? Why are you screaming at me because I pronounce Heritage correctly? Like, seriously, like, because you put a little extra emphasis on a different part of the word."
It's like a cashier at Target going, "It's Target."
It's Target, sir. It's Target.
It is Target.
It's Wawa.
But not even that. Who corrects when you're...
I do it all the time.
Farms.
I do it at
Royale.
Target all the time.
You, like, walk around going, "Sir, it's a Target."
Oh, yeah. All the time.
Like, do you do that?
Yeah, that's
I-
probably why they want to fire me.
I feel like you lie. A lot.
Listen, I'll beat you in a wings challenge right now.
I want to get this son of a bitch to order me some wings.
I did.
Yeah, does anyone want to do a food challenge?
I did a
I'm
wings
looking for a
challenge.
free
Kinda
meal.
hungry.
He got fired from his job. He needs to do a food challenge.
I did a wings thing recently
About
that I did it, and if I could do it, I was gonna do it live. Fuck! What the hell's the name of it? Carolyn's. Lansdowne. Remember they did the thing? It was on
Oh,
Fox
the hot-
TV,
the hot
wings.
ones?
Oh, the hot wings. Yes.
Catherine's comfort food. Something
Some
like
soul
that.
food or something. Yeah, I know what you're talking about.
Fucking amazing. And
Did you have them?
Yeah. And the wings.
And you didn't call us?
Yeah, thanks for the invite.
It's weird. I live 100 feet from it, and it was on a whim.
Here's what's weird. I call you about everything.
Not when you go to media with the
Yeah, with all the strippers.
Eagles
and all that shit.
cheerleaders.
All right, yeah. First
Yeah,
of all,
with the Miss American pageant in town, I figured you guys wouldn't want to come drinking with them. So I just went by myself.
listen, there's only so much time.
100 perfect boobies in my face.
There you go.
Yeah.
He's looking at something that's off.
No, I did it. That place is great, and I couldn't do it. After 4 wings, I fucking was running my face under a faucet, and I said, still beat Jim.
Jim, anybody on the chat there?
Couple people got
Jim literally ate one wing and gave up.
I don't think he finished the wing.
Yeah.
I got to my second and then I
He
gave up.
literally went like this. "Oh, I'm going to beat you," in his wing. We had
They
this.
weren't even hot wings.
For those who maybe weren't on that episode, the episode before we were talking about drums versus
Drums versus flats.
flats.
Yeah.
And he said, what did you say? You could eat drums faster than somebody could eat flats, right? Right, Jesus?
Yeah.
All right. So here you go. So like the next episode, somebody brought 10 of each. Or no, it was
20.
McGee brought from the
Hoops.
tumble.
Yeah.
It was
My
hoops.
favorite wings.
Yeah, they're delicious. So he goes, all right. So he literally has maybe one wing. He goes, I'll just eat these for lunch tomorrow. And like turns around and puts them. I'm like, what the hell?
That's a
dude?
bit of an exaggeration.
No,
Pretty close though.
it was like the King of the Hill where the dude from Boston comes down. He says, "I want a Texas steak," and they get the 72 ounce. Or he takes one bite. He goes, "That's my fill, Jr." And it's like, why the fuck did you waste this steak?
I didn't waste the wings. I still ate them all.
Yeah, for lunch the next day.
That's what I wanted.
What about the pickle eating contest where he smelled and quit?
Oh yeah, you.
No, I went to 6. I couldn't chew anymore. I literally could not chew. I was choking on them. That's
He
why I
looked
quit.
like me during sex when he got done eating 6 pickles.
I literally could not chew anymore. That was the problem.
That's what I told my wife.
Yeah.
Isn't that how the couple meets in the movie? Is the one that goes to Chipotle, gets diarrhea, and goes into the dental hygienist's office and takes a shit?
Yeah. So we're last was it Valentine's Day we came up with this idea?
Sure.
We were coming up with
Sure.
we came up with the Delco Hallmark movie and
It was
we
a Christmas movie.
Oh no, was it Christmas?
It was
No. It was Valentine's Day, but we said all Hallmark movies revolve around the holidays somewhere or another.
Yeah.
So we made it. Maybe it was Christmas. I don't know. Whatever the fact of the matter is, we are going to do this. By the
It's
way.
already let's put it this way: the Word file is open with a headline, the date, and like names. So it has begun.
So we're going to start looking for people to
Act.
and maybe need somebody to build some sets. So
Oh my god, absolutely.
I'm your man.
Yes.
In it, an unemployed Barnaby's a dude who lost his job bouncing at Barnaby's
Yeah.
with a fire, is dating his dental hygienist girlfriend who just graduated from Anthem Institute,
and she's
going
ready to move
places.
on and go places. She's been stuck in a dead end relationship with this guy with a chin strap who hasn't had a job in 6 months.
Yep.
Yep.
And then she meets the perfect guy next door.
Because he had to use the bathroom at the dental hygienist, and he broke the toilet and went flush.
It sounds like a perfect love story.
I mean, it's exactly how I met my wife. That's kind of
Yeah.
how I know
And their
her.
names
Me
are
too.
Colleen Dale,
Colleen Dale.
the twins Sharon and Drexel Hill,
Yep.
Marcus Hook.
Yeah. Well, that's the boy.
No, the sassy gay boyfriend, or the sassy gay friend was Mexican. Chai Chester.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, we had a lot of good.
Yeah. Brookhaven.
That was the main.
By the way, an actual porn star.
That would make sense. That makes sense. That makes a lot of sense. We should have probably brought that up on the porn episode last 2 weeks ago.
Oh, we forgot. We also
We
got a
totally
late
blew that
entrance.
one.
We got a late entrant from PJ Dolan at Dolan's.
Yeah. What was that again?
Hard Times at Ridley High.
Yes. I want to know what happened there. I feel like I was afraid if I opened up that video, like it would have been like something I'd probably get
Spaz
arrested.
swinging his dick.
No, it'd just be something I'd be arrested for looking at. Like there's certain things like just don't do it.
Yeah.
That I felt like.
Because it's still Ridley High School, and it was actually about Ridley High School.
All right, Jesse, have they asked you to take down the tower on the Tower Theater? Were you the guy that they asked to do that?
Nah, I don't. That's not something I'm into.
Do you think a scrapper came by and took the metal?
I'm sure the contract. No, I think they said something about preserving that, didn't they?
Oh, the actual tower?
Are they going to put it
Yeah,
somewhere
I
else?
heard they were going to try to preserve that.
So
I could be wrong.
Was it that thing was falling, right? The tower was.
Yeah,
I seen some close-ups of it. It was pretty bad.
Pretty bad. So they were taking it down and they were going to put it somewhere like in a park in the middle somewhere?
They should put it in the middle of the swap around.
I didn't see that, but I definitely think I seen something about them preserving it.
It's going to be weird, I think, for me the first time I drive down there.
Can we trade for it?
I mean, that was an icon too. You know?
Yeah.
Dude, let's trade for it.
You think we could fit it in here?
I don't
No,
think
we're
so.
putting it at the fucking swap around.
We can put it on
Put it on
top
the
of the
roof.
building.
Yeah, I can help you out with that.
We could change tower to Delco Live.
Yes.
We could do letters and just put Delco Live on it.
Yes. I'm down
See,
for that.
This is the genius we have.
we go.
This is why we always talk with cameras on, because we have to record this. And
Exactly.
Patent pending. Nobody steal it.
Patent pending, we will sue the shit out of you.
I will
We
sue
got
you.
lawyers and shit.
We have a lawyer coming. No, we don't. But still, you know,
This is timestamp. We will sue the shit out of you.
yeah, you're in trouble.
I didn't get picked for a jury. I know everything about the legal system.
Plug your business for us, by the way.
Yeah, JTC Remodeling. You can find us on Facebook or JTC.net. My number is 267-981-5526.
All right, man. We
Do you have a
appreciate
company
it.
slogan?
Always here when you need us.
Oh, I like that. I like that.
If we can't do it,
No one
fuck
can.
you.
If we can't do it, move.
If we don't do your remodeling, fuck you.
You ever encounter any black mold?
Oh yeah.
Oh
Yeah,
my
a
god.
lot.
I have learned from Bar Rescue. That's basically just like. burning
I
the
actually
house
just
down.
we started addition on the inside, and when we gutted all the wall, we realized their entire exterior wall was all black mold,
Oh.
rotted out, and everything like that. So then we ripped out the wall, dumpster it, and everything like that. And then come to find out it was asbestos.
Oh
Yeah.
Shit.
We were wearing respirators, but still,
I was gonna say, like, are you allowed to, or does specialists have to come in and take care of that stuff?
technically, yeah, you're supposed to have an abatement team come out, and it costs a lot of money.
Yeah, I bet.
But I mean, if I would have known it was I mean, either way, I had to come down.
How about bed
Because it looks
bugs?
just like fiberglass, right?
Yeah, it's like got
that's the-
fibers in it.
I ended up dealing with shit.
Did you ever
like that
like, get a
last
place because of bed bugs, or like found a bunch of bed bugs?
I've actually turned down jobs because I walked in there
Yeah.
and it was whoa.
I got screwed.
Never mind.
Trust me, I know over that stuff. It's expensive.
Yeah.
Is all get out, thousands of dollars.
Yeah.
And
Do
just,
do bed bugs die in the winter? And deep freeze?
no. So
So no,
I-
they live in the beds, so they're all nice and warm.
So here's the thing is, so this is the thing I learned. Number one, heat's better to kill bed bugs because they explode or whatever from it. Cold. So some companies will freeze them, and then they will die, but it won't kill the eggs. But heat kills everything. And like they tell you, even if like, so they do it a set of 3. You come in, they do the first
Like
one.
Jesus and God and the Holy Spirit.
Yeah.
Yep.
So they check it out. They do a spraying of the whole area. And I mean, talk about expensive and an inconvenience. I'm talking about weeks on end, not for a day or two, but weeks on end. Like you have to take all the light switches off the wall. You take all the anything hanging on the wall, any furniture up against the wall. You got to bring everything pretty much into the middle of the room. Everything you own that's fabric, you have to put it into a high heat dryer for like an hour to make sure if there was 1 ounce of anything on there, it's going to kill it, and then wash it and then dry it again, and then keep them in like clear plastic containers with lids on them.
That's just your excuse to do that because you're Italian.
Fuck you. Yes, that's probably true. But no, and then they spray once, and then they come back like, I don't know, like 2 weeks later, 10 days later, and they look around to make sure nothing's live or anything. But they spray again because the eggs can hatch, if there was any eggs. And then they spray a third time just to make sure, doubly sure. But then on top of it, like they make you put those bed bug mattress covers on, and pretty much a zipper, like hypoallergenic cover on it, because bed bugs can live up to 6 months to a year without feeding. So there's pretty much, you have to leave it on for at least a year to make sure they're like dead.
What the fuck?
Yeah,
You know a lot about this.
I had them. It's the worst thing in the world. Twice because of my neighbors.
Yeah, it scares
Really?
me when my kids go
Yeah.
to school too, man.
And that's what you gotta worry about, because they like, say he had them, you were in your house, one jumps on your shirt, they hitchhike, they
Yep.
call it. You go to your house, it's an infect.
Yep.
Luckily, we found ours quick, because even the guy said, he goes, you probably would have been okay with one spray because you found it quickly. Because the way they bite you, they kind of leave like a little like triangle, like 3 dots on you. But you don't always get them, because what happens is like, yeah, no, but what happens is like, from what I understand, is when they
Don't
bite,
worry, just got that giant spider bite still.
yeah, when they bite you,
Yeah, it's not-
there's like an anesthetic, so you don't feel it. But that's why people get the red bump, because some people are kind of allergic to it. So you might have them, and you wouldn't know because you're not allergic to it. But say your girlfriend, your wife, your family member, they might
Victims.
be.
Victims.
Yes, victims.
Not victims.
And I had them twice because of my neighbors.
Do you sue them?
It would have cost me more time and effort to do that. But if you know what it cost me to get rid of them, like altogether,
4,000.
yeah, about that, maybe 5, close to
Fuck
5.
that.
Because
You could have a DUI for that price.
you had to go buy all this. Yeah. No, they're more expensive.
I thought it was 10 grand. Isn't that what the sign says?
Oh yeah, it's at least 10 grand.
You can talk him down.
It's at least 10 grand to bribe somebody. I mean, what?
We started this show just so we can commit crimes.
There you go.
I'm on Delco Live. Dude, one day we're gonna see that on Cops.
Yeah.
It's gonna be Holbrook being pulled over. We should just record that Delco Cops.
I pitched that idea years ago.
Well, I pitched that idea for the Delco IDs that we're putting out a little bit.
Yeah.
Like people get pulled over and you think, "Let me see your ID," And they give their driver's
No,
license.
I
No,
created Delco IDs.
no, what I said what we were doing. I thought that was my commercial for it.
Oh, yeah.
And then the guy goes, no, let me see your real ID.
Yeah. Wawa 73, great Wawa.
Yeah.
Scurry on.
And then the car just kind of starts weaving in.
It
God bless you, sir.
It drives into the Swarthmore roundabout.
He had his ID.
No, it should crash into the fucking Holiday Inn sign at Drexel Hill.
Oh, but then
Everyone hates it.
And then Drexel Hill just cheered. Well,
Yeah!
it's misleading because it's literally miles away from.
Dude, I know one live right there and know a million people who've lived in there, and I know that area really, like, I should know that area really well. I still do not know how to get to the fucking hotel once you turn that left on first.
Just stay right. Just keep. Go past. No, listen. Go past the Holiday Inn sign.
Yeah.
And then you know.
It's called the Wave, Al. It has a name.
What, the Holiday Inn?
Hand or hands now.
No, the Wave is now Station Tap House.
Or Station
Yeah,
Tap
Station
House.
Tap
It will
House.
never not be the Wave for me.
But what I'm saying is, you go past there and you get into like where the little single homes are there. Just keep going right. Don't make a left. You'll get there.
They're one of my clients at work, and it burnt down at one point when they were building it.
What, the Holiday Inn?
All Drexel.
See, it's because JTC didn't do it.
It's true.
Exactly. Yup.
It's true.
I'm gonna go with that.
I would have put some fire blocking in there.
Fucking A.
He would have filled it all up with concrete. So the next,
There you go.
So the next guy that comes.
Hypothetically, you own a large bar in Havertown,
Okay.
and you decide to put a bunch of shitty fake styrofoam in your planters outside. Bad idea?
I thought it was mulch.
Yeah.
The mulch caught fire.
Yeah.
Yeah. Not sure. I wouldn't. I see that all the time though. With
What,
like fake
mulch
plants
fire?
and stuff.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Oh, so Barnaby's may not be as stupid as we thought.
Yeah,
remember a
they
couple
got the
years ago-
styrofoam, so you put the stems in there,
Yeah.
keep the plant looking fresh.
Yeah.
And people throw cigarettes in there, and they said it just like over.
Oh well, yeah. If you're putting it right next to the door on the, yeah, that might be a
Why-
little.
why-
Well, I've seen people. What's those? You ever see the cigarette like disposable?
Yeah.
Like that really long.
They
stem?
catch on fire.
I've seen it happen a million times.
Yep.
Well, if you're gonna use something, why not use sand?
Yeah, like that's the thing.
You know?
Because people won't do that. They put trash in. People shove trash in
Yeah.
the little hole. So what they do is they put their lit butts in there and they send it down. And then that actually happened at my one office in Delaware. Like
I've seen a Wawa
it
one light on
melted
fire.
the front door because the front door was like a metal front door,
Fuck.
and because it got hot, like, and everyone's like,
It's T2
What's that?
from Terminator?
like it was funny because all you smell is burning, and we're inside. So everybody's where you run. You run the kitchen.
Yeah, so they're thinking they're having a heart attack.
Yeah, where you run the kitchen, you run the electrical room, you're checking all the, and then you're checking every room, and like, where's the smell come from? I'm like, well, maybe it's outside. And then you go open the door, and it's like, oh shit! I was like, the almost burnt down on the inside. We didn't
Yeah, I
even
see
know.
one on fire at a Wawa, like bursting in flames because something like that. Yeah,
That was me sending a message.
I heard.
I was across the street.
I wasn't gonna put you out there, man, but I
I was
heard all
yelling
about it.
Royale Farms. Royale Farms.
I think they got you on media site. Cops are looking for you, man.
Denise wants to know who likes trash in their hole. You'd be surprised. Some chicks dig that.
Yeah. Yeah. I don't know. You ever been to like a Delco bar? Like, I don't even know how to answer that.
I don't know what Shannon did not know that.
What?
Shannon Petrosky. Wow, I did not know that.
That was about the bed bugs.
Oh, yeah, dude.
Shannon's a very good friend of mine.
Oh, okay. I became a bed bug expert for $4,000.
Yeah, there you go.
Dude, and like, you know what? And
Now you should teach a class.
I feel like I could maybe make my money back.
Yeah, right.
Right.
Charge them.
$200 per person, a couple classes, I'll be good to go.
Yeah, I'll save you $4,000. Trust me.
Yeah,
I know.
the best $200 you ever spent. But like,
Yep.
and the thing is, it's kind of like people like that.
Is there any way to prevent that? Like any
All right, so
preventative?
here's the thing: is don't go to people's houses with
Well,
bed bugs.
obviously. but-
My problem was I have a twin, and the house on the other side, they decided to try to treat it themselves,
Right.
and they bombed the room with the ones you buy like at like Home Depot and
Right.
stuff, and that pushes. Well, I don't
To
know.
the next house.
Oh, just push them into
Yep.
different areas, and of course my
I
my
done that
house
a lot
was
in Philly, yeah.
We just bought a new like quilt and sheets and stuff for my daughter for her room, and she was the first to get bitten. So we thought maybe they were in there, and the guy said. So when we first called Orkin or whatever it was, they said no, usually wouldn't find because they need to be in places that are people are in.
Right,
like they
right.
need to feed. They're not going to be in a place where nobody's in. So the way I found out is I get this. So me trying to be the good person, the good neighbor, before like we prepped the whole house, and then the guy was coming the next day. So I said, you know what? I told my wife, like, babe, go tell the neighbors because they're out back what's going on, so they can maybe like spray along where the house meets and all that, just maybe to prevent anything bad to happen to them. So she tells them, and the window's open. It's like the summertime, so I can hear her go, "Oh, you guys have them too?" And oh man, I couldn't see straight. I was so angry, like just blind rage at this point.
Yeah, like you were the nice neighbor, and as soon as you found out,
If
you wouldn't go tell
at
them.
least like listen, they tried treating them, I wouldn't be upset about it. But if they at least said, "Listen, we're going to do this," I would have like went up against that wall and just sprayed everything I could have came up with just to prevent it. But those things, man, they can get real flat. They can fit in almost anything. Like they tell you, like, don't think that they
If water can go in, they can go in.
Yeah, like that's pretty much what they said.
Yep.
And like if you find them in your bed, like they find like along the little edge there, like that little rim that, like in between.
That's where I
for you,
heard.
it might look like a little piece of black lint for all you know, something like a dark piece of lint.
Yeah.
But
Just got to sit there and watch it, see if it moves.
yeah, like seriously.
Put a little.
What I did is actually I took a picture of it and I kind of just blew it up on my camera. And the guy goes, "Well, yeah, they're either like kind of tan and clear looking, or they're very dark and like brownish red, because that means they fed.
Right.
They like fill up. That's sometimes like how you can tell because they just fed.
What's the negatives to them besides them being gross?
According to the Oregon guy, says because a lot of all right, so
Well, they suck your blood, so obviously they can spread disease. Right?
well, no, that's what they
No?
said. Like, no, they really don't spread diseases unless, of course, your wife or the person you're sharing a bed with has a disease. They said really nobody has really, as far as they know, has never really contracted like a bloodborne disease or something. They said there really aren't. It's outside of just being disgusting and being fed on. They really aren't. It's like lice. Like people automatically, oh, you're disgusting, dirty people. They're like, no, lice actually like clean heads. They prefer clean heads instead of dirty, greasy hair. They said bed bugs are not much different. They're not going to, normally want to live in a dirty, but the reason is they do live in like bad places, like places that aren't, because they can live up in the mattress because usually they have a lot of rips and tears in them, and they live up in there. They said they had one guy. The guy said like, he can just cut open the mattress. He's like, he's like, what happens is the way it happens is
get my house sprayed tonight.
Yeah, I know. He's like, and that's the other thing is I did not feel comfortable in my house for like months.
Yeah, we get Indian shorts.
I didn't like having people over. Like I remember one time. Remember we had to do this show at 60 East because of it. Because we used to do it in the basement. I said we're doing it at 60 East because I was bombing the house.
Yeah.
Because the guy said you don't have to do the basement. You don't have to. He goes, I said, what about jumped on my clothes or something? Like how do I know that? He goes, well, you really don't know that, but most likely it's like they're in the beds, on the couches where people hang out more often. I said, well, there could be people down in the basement. So I sprayed everything. And hence why it was a little bit more expensive. Like, I went overboard. Like, because I was really like, I'm like, babe, I'm just burning this house down.
Like, forget 3 sprays, let's do 6.
I said, you know how you make money on bed bugs? Started an electrical fire. Like,
I have a question. Did homeowners insurance not cover it?
Nah.
So I work in the insurance industry, and we get claims all the time from hotel chains calling in, saying we got it in this room, all that shit. And they call it general liability. It's under general liability.
See, what happens with, so this is how I was explained. A, you have to have it. It's like one of those things you have to choose to have.
Yeah.
And they say most people don't, even though it's not really super expensive. They just figure I'm never going to have them, so I don't have to worry about
It
it.
should still be covered under like infestation.
You would think. So the way the hotels work, the guy said, is say you went to a hotel.
Yeah.
Or any of you guys went to a hotel, and you came home and you had bed bugs.
Yeah.
And you found out that hotel just sprayed for bed bugs recently. Like, you can then sue them. But you can't just because of bed bugs, just generally. Like I got weird after, like, every time my daughter or my son went out to like a friend, like I'm sleeping over a friend's house, I'm like, well, like I was gonna make like a hazmat loop.
I was about to say, have them go in there and spray down.
Yeah, like spray down, throw your clothes into like a bag, and have one of those hazmat.
Every time you leave this house, your clothes are getting
burned.
burned.
I'll tell you, because so what happened was my family had to live with my parents for like 6 weeks after that. So I went to the house, got all the clothes and stuff they needed, and then I took it to a laundromat and put it in one of those super industrial dryers, and put it on high heat for like an hour and a half, and just let it run. Throw it into the wash. And then put it back into the dryer, packed it into the Rubbermaid clear containers. Like I made sure I got the clear one so you could make sure if anything got in there, I would see it. And then I brought those to my parents' house so they would have clothes in. But I would go to the house. I had like I said, I had to prep the house, which took 2 days straight. Like took forever. And I'm like, forget this. Like I actually would go to my parents' house. I had I got like sheets and shower curtains and like put it up over the fence around the back of their. I made like a little mini hazmat. Like I stripped naked out back their house, but of course inside this contained area. And then I would throw them into like a small container, pop it on, take it in their house, throw it into the dryer right away, and run it in there. Like I was not taking any chances. I had like the CDC beat. Like I was that paranoid about it. And like I said, even after everything's been sprayed and months go by, you sit there and like.
Checking your bed.
You're like, oh shit, I gotta spray again. Like, oh, let's go, we're moving out.
Yeah.
I said to my wife, if it ever happens again, I'm just burning this bitch down. I'm done. So if my house burns down, I have bedbugs.
So thing.
Yeah. Like I'm like, oh, heat kills it. Hold on, let me go with my blowtorch. You know, like
Fire cleanses all.
I got a flamethrower. We'll handle these little buggers. Or I guess I got off on a bug tangent.
Yeah.
Sorry, guys.
You didn't even call local exterminator out. You just said you called working.
Because they won't take care of it.
Yeah, a lot of people don't.
They don't want to deal with it because what happens is if they don't do it right, they're on the hook.
Yep.
So and you have to understand, Orkin can actually be a local. They're franchised.
Yeah.
Like you could be an Orkin guy, start your own, Hollywood Holbrook's Pest Control Orkin. Like that's like a franchise thing.
Yeah.
So technically, you could be a local guy.
But you did.
And he was. He was a local guy. He was from Upper Darby.
You could have just said anything, and I would have had to believe it.
Yeah. It was that because he came downstairs. Remember, the studio was down there. He goes, "You do a radio show out of here or something?" I'm like, "Nope, just porn."
Audio porn.
Audio porn, yes. All right,
Yeah.
we're getting to close here. Close time. You want to close it up?
We did it. We did it.
We did it.
We did a show about Delco businesses.
Yes. Actually, one was supposed to call and they never called in.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
I just noticed that.
I keep looking at my phone. I'm like, what's past 10:10?
Yeah, I'll have to find out. Something must have came up. Anything else? Thank you, Jesse A, for calling.
Thank you guys, man. I enjoyed it.
Yeah. Delco Jesus. Sup?
What's going on, guys?
Holbrook, what are you doing after this?
I am playing the Delco's Delco Open Mic tomorrow at Dolan's.
Oh, are you?
Yeah.
When's Sacco playing again?
September. We just had a show canceled today, which is fine because I don't want to do it anyway. We do have a show coming up called the Delco Invasion.
Okay.
And it's September 13th, and we're going to try to get a party bus leaving out of Marty McGee's, I think. I got to talk to him about that. Because they put it together and they said, hey, because everyone's coming from Delco, but we can't all travel together, whatever. So they want everyone to have like
Holbrook says, hold my beer.
They want everyone to have a home bar that everyone meets up in Delco and goes down or some shit.
So a bar would want people to meet up there and then leave to go to another bar?
Down the shore and then back, yeah.
Oh, it's in the shore.
It's in AC, yeah.
Oh, where is it at in AC?
I think it's pronounced Bourre, Bourre.
Is it on is it in a casino?
Bourre.
Bourre. It might actually be Bourre.
Bourre.
Yeah.
It's
boring.
Asian food. It's so you go into AC, right? And you go straight and then it drops you off like the Tropicana.
Yeah.
That's what you're staring at.
Okay, I know
you go up to Arctic Avenue, like the next big street, you make a left and it's like next to a hotel that I've never heard of before, Resorts.
Okay.
And it's on the sand, and it's a cool like hard rock venue, and yeah, we're gonna try to get like a full-fledged party bus and go down and back that night, and I think we preemptively got assigned Marty McGee's by the people, someone's taking the Rusty Nails, someone's taking like another bar. We're doing that. It's called Delco Invasion. We did 2 of them with the Fire before they were a huge success, and now we're gonna take the scene to it.
Well, next time we'll post up on Delco Live so people want to invade AC Delco style.
Never been to AC before.
You've never been to AC before.
Probably the only lived in Pennsylvania all my life. Never been to AC.
Jay Cunliffe. I don't know what I'm saying. Let me get on there. Talk tattoos. Well, Jay, come on.
Okay.
Nobody's stopping you. Actually,
Have a tattoo session.
Actually, what we were saying, I was going to get Delco Live tattoos. That would be my first tattoo. Would be the Delco Live tattoo.
Yes.
We should do that on the air.
It's like 93.3 every Tuesday.
Yeah, but we're much better.
So wait, you've never been to AC?
Nope. Never
Ever?
won't. Nope.
You're from Bucks County. Like,
You've never been to a bachelor party down in Atlantic City? Now I'm pitching because I was talking about
Okay, so AC, you're 33, the same age as me. When you were 21, AC was still kind of fun. AC, besides Club Bourre or whatever I have to promote, is a fucking total shithole now.
Is it?
As soon as they started opening the other casinos around here, because gambling, just because I worked in the industry for a while, like advising them and shit, gambling is like alcohol, where they make all of their money off the addicted people, like the fucking top 5%.
Oh, yeah.
They don't make money off me going down 2 times a year and shit. So the addicted gamblers now just going close to home, like Chester, Park, Sugar House, they put them all out of business.
Right.
There's only maybe 4 casinos left, and most of them are changing names every 6 months now.
Yeah.
It's a shithole. Like it's just getting worse. It's creeping in. There's really only like a handful of blocks to go. Bore's on one of the nice blocks.
Bore?
You should go. The Harrah's pool.
When is this again?
Harrah's pool at
September 13th.
The pool at Harrah's after dark is still one of my favorite fucking train wrecks to go to.
I think my wife said something about that.
Oh my god, it's the worst. I love it. I end up in the pool every time.
I could be wrong. Don't quote me.
I had to spend like $150, or actually more. A friend of mine had to $150 to get into a club at the Trop. It was a new one back. Now this was
Boogie Nights.
I forget what it's
With
called.
the dance floor.
I forget what it's called, but it was fairly new at the time, and I'm guessing this is about 8 years ago, maybe more.
It's probably a $5 cover now.
But it was one of those places that you had a collar shirt,
Yeah.
and you had to have, you couldn't wear sneakers. You had to have some sort of dress shoes or something. Snakeskin shoes.
Snakeskin loafers?
Yes.
Yeah.
Are usually good. And so the guy I was with was wearing, I guess, just a sweater. Like, he was dressed nicely. He was wearing a sweater. And
They were like, no, Mr. Rogers.
But he had, like, he had sneakers on, but nice sneakers. Like, they weren't just like some beat up basketball shoes, you know what I mean? But the guy looked at us and said, you can't come in unless you get. So he goes over in the Trop, the only store that sold stuff, like the cheapest shoes were like $100.
Yeah.
And then you had to buy a collar shirt, and the guy's like, I'm like, well, let's just not go in. He's like, no, we have to go. We're like, everybody else we know is here, is in there. So we had to spend like $150 for him to get into this place to buy a shirt.
That's crazy.
It's always best if you're going down there to just bring the shoes and shirt just in case.
Yeah. Accordingly, so the tattoo guy knows Ava.
Okay.
And Ava said, yes, Jay, he's Mr. Bone Daddy. I don't know if Jay's Mr. Bone Daddy or if I'm Mr. Bone Daddy.
Oh, from Brookhaven?
But that's funny because that was my nickname in high school, Mr. Bone Daddy.
It was.
I don't know how Ava knows that.
It was my nickname when I was in my 20s because I would just bone older men.
God.
They were like, it's Bone Daddy.
I'm here to bone
is
your
this your
daddy.
dad? Yeah,
Keep
sorry.
your dad away from him.
On that note.
It's a great way to end it.
Oh, yeah, we're going to end it right. Go ahead. Sign us out.
All right, Delco, you got 2 full weeks where you have to deal with our shit again.
Hopefully we'll have something good for you. That's
Yeah, we won't. I mean, whatever. You'll have 2 weeks to hope that we do. Enjoy your Labor Day. It's your day if you work. If you don't work, get to fucking work. And I hope you have a miserable fucking day. Try the Popeyes chicken sandwich. It's worth it.
Popeye's chicken's better than all the other ones. I'm going to say it right now.
It's KFC's not good.
It's not, no.
Church's is not good.
I've never had it.
It's worse. It's better than KFC. It's not good. Popeyes is good. Buy local, like local Popeyes. You know, keep being Delco. You're making Delco. The small businesses are cool. There are people like you and me. They're entrepreneurs. They're on their limb.
We are a small business.
A lot of them are carrying on family traditions, family businesses. I mean, obviously you can still buy Amazon shit when you need to, but just think about who's around. There's some cool places out there, some cool places to eat. There's, you're in Delco, dude. There's always something cool going on, even though you think it's a boring place. It's not. And there's a whole other side of the county to explore, I'm sure. I don't know. Get out there. Be you. Be Delco.
Because I'm bald, you might have hair, but you got no balls. You live in a trash can.